What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of totally inappropriate team sports, or as we like to call it, tits. I'm your host, Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by
The voice of generations, Mark Wahlberg.
Horse tranquilizer.
And Tom Gore has ruined one of the best NBA franchises, Matty Icing.
yeah, we're sticking with Troy Weaver because he's a good guy. I mean, he fights with fans in the stands. He has 74 wins in the course of 4 seasons, and Boston has like 70 this year alone. But hey, he's a good guy. We'll keep him around.
It has to
We're
be like
right
a
there on the
make-a-wish.
precipice. Yeah. I got a wish to make for fucking Troy Weaver to be fired. I don't got cancer, but I got high cholesterol. Does that count for anything?
Can fucking Steve Eisenman join him?
Yeah,
At least Stevie puts up a team that puts up some points.
Yeah. We need, at the very least, Derek Lalonde needs to be gone. We can at least get rid of him. I'll be happy. I'll give Stevie one more year, I guess. But I'm not impressed with the Wings. The goalie is ass. Motherfucker cannot make a save when it actually counts.
Fucking all of the goaltenders on this team are ass.
Well, yeah,
That's the number one
we
area
desperately
of
need.
concern.
Yeah, we desperately need a goaltender. Make a goddamn move this offseason, please.
At least he probably will. They'll bring in somebody, unlike the Pistons, who are like, yeah, we're just going to take all this cap space and bring in this old retired guy who does not fit at all with the team. And flexibility.
He's a good character guy. Good to have in the locker room. Players like him. Coaches like him. Nobody cares. He doesn't score. Anything exciting for you guys this week?
Nope.
I'm going to go see the new Lions uniform get revealed.
Unrevealed?
Fun.
They got a new Lions uniform coming out?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Are they
It's going
changing
to
the
be
logo or just the uniforms?
just the uniform. They said it's going to be a touch of the old with some new.
Sounds awful.
So a lot of people think black is going to be added in.
They said a touch of the old, not a beat of it.
I fucking know True North. I'm fucking watching it.
And aren't they playing? Are they playing Montreal tonight?
Yeah.
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 Playing is a stretch. They may have just shown up.
Losing regulation, and that's the season officially over. Down
Yeah.
4-2 in the second.
Yeah, because they choked up against fucking Washington and fucking Pittsburgh. The two teams you need to beat the most down the stretch, you fucking lost. But we got 1 point. Fuck you, Derek Lalonde. Take your 1 point and shove it up your ass on your way out the door.
Look, no one expected us to do this good, okay? We're just happy we were able to play this season.
Bunch of fucking losers. Loser mentality, soft ass, weak fucking pussy ass Detroit organizations. Except for the Lions, ironically enough.
So, on the football front, there is a mystery. Let's do a little bit of a trivia game. It's a very short one. There's a player who's only had 2 visits with 2 NFL teams that's eligible to be drafted this year. One being the Cardinals, the other one being the Bears. Can you guess who it is?
Caleb Williams, Marvin Harrison.
Indeed, it is. It is Marvin Harrison.
That was going to be my guess.
He's going to pull an Eli. He's going to make it here somehow. I was really hoping, because he was there, he visited with the Bears Monday. I was really hoping that polls would just give him a list of things that he could tweet out that would make him fall to number 9. Or just here, take this photo. This is a fucking gravity bomb. Take a photo with it. Or gas mask. Do the fucking Laramie Tunsil thing.
True North said the U.S. Women's Olympics team outfits is much more revealing, so it's a good time to watch it this year. Finally, a reason to watch the Olympics, he said. Yeah. And shout out to Scott. He said, yeah, shove it up your ass. Yeah, Derek Lalonde. Fuck you. And then MKI Sports end the second period in Washington. Capitals 1, Bruins 0.
Oh shit! What up, MKI?
New name in the chat.
Good
I always
to
like
see
to
you,
see
pal.
that.
Dirk, it better not be you changing your name again.
Right,
It's
getting our
not.
hopes up and shit.
It's
I
not.
I knew I recognized that. It's probably from Jim Birch.
Yeah.
I always just assume that. Anytime I see a new name,
Jim Birch. My bad. Jim B. I just filled in B with Birch for some reason because I was looking at Luke. Why is no one complaining about the men's gear showing their junk? Hashtag sexism.
I mean, I
True.
just fucking go ahead and bring it back the old school because I think like the first Olympics, everybody just competed butt ass naked. So let's just fucking do that.
Right. The Greek said it right.
Mhm. The
I'm in
NBA
favor
views
of that because, I mean, there's no such thing as a out of shape fat Olympian woman, usually.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't know. You might not want to watch the hammer throw.
I was gonna say shot put, so yeah, we're in the same wheelhouse.
I've seen those girls that do the hammer throw and the javelin. They're fucking big, beefy girls.
Okay.
Probably best to avoid the weightlifting.
Speaking of
Yeah,
big beefy
probably.
girls, we're gonna be talking about Jessica Andrade later in the show. So stick around.
Arby's. We've got the meat. Sponsor us. So you guys want to dive right into this NHL thing? We'll knock this out, and then Matty Icing's got a little game for us to play. And then we didn't make UFC picks on the air last week because Wiz is fucking old.
Mm.
But he should be in tonight for the UFC recap. So I look, there he is. Brock Lesnar's daughter does shot put, and she looks like Brock Lesnar. All the more reason to not watch shot put. It was a good call.
She really does. She looks exactly like Brock Lesnar, but like as a woman.
Well, I'm glad to see that Wiz is awake. So yeah, it looks like we'll have a UFC recap at least. Because again, last week he fell asleep. All right. First game for hockey. We'll run down last week because we got a lot less games this week. First game, we had Philly giving up 1.5 to Montreal. Luke and Smart took Philly. Luke and Smart took the loss. Me and Matt pick up a point.
Pretty fucking convincingly as well.
Yeah, wasn't it like 7-1 or some stupid shit?
Yeah, they got stopped up.
Yeah.
I
About
didn't
to do it
expect it
again
to be
tonight.
that. Different team. I just figured Philly would keep it closer. I thought they'd win, but they wouldn't cover. And no, they didn't even try to flirt with that win thing.
Like another team that Montreal's playing.
Yeah, speaking of them, next game, Washington taking on the Red Wings. Red Wings favored by 1.5. Matty Icing went alone with the Red Wings. Matty Icing is realizing the error of his ways this week. Detroit did not cover. Detroit did not win. That was a fucking super important game. They choked it away. Fuck them. Next, Carolina giving up 1.5 to Boston. Matt went alone with Carolina. This time going alone paid off. We all took your cousin and we all got fucked. Our cousin fucked us over. We loaned him fucking $100 and he never came back.
Which is now illegal in Tennessee. You cannot do that with your first cousin anymore. We'll get married.
Only you can fuck him, you just can't marry him.
Mm-hmm. No
Fuck,
strings.
marry, kill. No, we don't do that marry shit around here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same broad. I fuck her, then I'll kill her. And I'll move on to the next and do the same. New York Rangers giving up 1.5 to travel to nowhere because they played against the Islanders. Me and Smart took the Rangers. Me and Smart suck. Luke and Matt pick up the win. Fuck you, Islanders. Toronto giving up 1.5 to New Jersey. I took New Jersey. Then so did Luke. And that's when I knew I was fucked because Luke picked against Toronto. Therefore, Toronto was going to cover. And indeed, Toronto covered. Point to Smark and Matt. I knew I was dead right on the spot. It sucked. Ottawa taking on Florida. Florida favored by 1.5. Luke went alone with Florida. Luke gets back a point because he gets the win. Aside from picking Detroit, it's a good week to go by yourself.
I knew better. I just wanted to hope. Just that little bit.
No, True North. No.
Luke's going to be in Salt Lake City at the Mormon Fest.
No.
Seems more like Luke than anybody. It's definitely not going to be me.
Yeah.
I delivered to Mormons. They didn't tip me. No, not a good. I don't like Mormons.
I'm pretty sure the people from my state killed fucking John Smith, so.
Yeah, you definitely don't like the Mormons.
It's like, look,
your state doesn't.
you can bootleg, you can sell guns and drugs and alcohol. We're not down with the whole kid fucking thing.
Yeah, anybody out there in the Detroit area would like to help Derek will unpack and maybe even fucking give him a ride to the airport. Much appreciated from us.
Luke's flying in just to do that.
Yeah. I came here all the way from fucking England to tell you to fuck off.
He has one of those fucking old time planes. Like the Wright brothers.
Yeah. I'll take you to the airport with horse and carriage.
Those are like the leather Baron helmets like they had in the fucking army, like World War II.
He's dressed up like a fucking royal guard. He's got the big giant fucking fur thing on his head. It's not racist. I don't have my arm out in front of me when I march.
It's just stretching.
All right, back on track. The Columbus Blue Jackets take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. We all took the Lightning in our only unanimous pick, and it paid off for us. We all pick up the point because the Blue Jackets suck. Buffalo taking on Dallas. Dallas favored by 1.5. Smark went along with Dallas. Oops. Dallas sucks at covering, bro. They don't get the win, and neither does Smark. The rest of us pick up the win with Buffalo, which we thought was
They did that
box
out of
out Sabres,
protest.
or box out Buffalo, but it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. They did that out of protest. I was a man of values.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's, I guess not the Buffalo. Man.
I want the Buffalo.
Said fuck Jim Carrey. All right, Winnipeg taking on Nashville. Nashville favored by 1.5. Luke and Matt went with possibly the best drop we have, but it didn't pay off for them, unfortunately. Winnipeg picks
It's
up
a
the point instead of being
doggo.
Smart. Oh shit! I thought Smart
Warm,
just
it
had
is
like a
warm.
hairy tumor for a second.
Woof, woof.
Or perched right in front of that fan. Oh my god! Hot as fuck in here. Don't you open a window, motherfucker? Turn on the AC, you cheap bitch. All right, next game, Minnesota taking on Colorado. Colorado favored by 1.5. Luke and Matt take the other possible best drop we got in the Avalanche and pick up the win. Me and Smart take the loss this one.
I picked against that draw?
Yeah. To be fair, I think you picked before we played it.
No,
wait, you
yeah.
didn't. You picked third. I remember. For some
Fuck.
reason, you said you wanted to tempt a copyright strike with the Metallica.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the other one was Metallica. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Next game, Arizona taking on Seattle. Seattle favored by 1.5. Smark goes alone with the Kraken. Smark and Liam Neeson pick up the win. Los Angeles giving up 1.5 to Anaheim. Me and Luke take Mr. Ducksworth and the fucking Ducks and pick up the win. Smark and Matt take the loss with the Kings. Sorry, the big drumstick failed you.
That happens.
Calgary favored by 1.5 over San Jose. Smark and Matt again together. With the loss again together. They take Calgary. Me and Luke take San Jose. Fucking Sharks pulled it off. So, final tally this week. Winner Luke Birch, 8-5. Matty Icing in second at 7-6. I'm tied with Matty Icing at 7-6. Mark Wahlberg 5-8. So we finally have a definitive second place person right now, at least. It keeps going back and forth. We'll see how it sticks. Matty Icing, though, still number one overall at 110 and 101. Luke Birch just 2 games behind him at 108 and 103. Mark Wahlberg sitting right at 500, 105 and 105. And I'm still fucking 9 games back from the lead and 9 games below 500 at 101 and 110.
Fucking embarrassing!
Indeed. Embarrassing indeed. I keep almost forgetting to do the teams. Figures I want to keep forgetting to do that because it's the one I'm winning. I'm in first place, 151 points. Matty Icing and Luke Birch tied in second at 137. Mark Wahlberg bringing up the rear at 122. I now have a 14-game lead, so it's going to take an awfully big shift in this last week for something to happen. Oh, shit. Wrong page. Flip it over. There we go. Let's get this week going. First game, we got the 38, 31, and 11 Washington Capitals taking on the 38, 32, and 11 Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers favored by 1.5. Fuck the Capitals. I hate them. I hope they fucking perish. Give me the Flyers.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
Moving off the click there. Why don't you have a seat? Mark Wahlberg.
I find that drop deeply unsettling, but let's hear it here, please.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
Yeah, maybe I'll look for another drop just based on Philadelphia, not the word Flyers. Luke Birch.
Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
More of the shit, though. Some PF Flyers, man. The way he got away from that dog. Benny Rodriguez for life. Matty Icing.
Most likely the Red Wings lose tonight, and then we're all going to watch the Capitals lose. Probably. But I'm going to go with the Capitals.
Storm the White House! That's what we do!
Because that's what we do.
Hopefully they don't storm the playoffs. All right. Next game, the 52, 22, and 7 Carolina Hurricanes giving up 1.5 as they travel to Columbus, fucking Blue Jackets, to take on the 26, 43, and 12 Blue Jackets. I'll be taking Carolina on this.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Mark Wahlberg.
It was underutilized last week, but I don't think we're going to hit that problem this week. Give me the Hurricanes.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Luke Birch.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Matty Icing.
All I know is the Blue Jackets, they better stand back.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!
Good old Hurricane Helms. Didn't make it as Gregory Helms, but Hurricane Helms was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Next game. The 39, 32, and 9 Detroit Red Wings giving up 1.5 as they travel to Montreal to take on the 30, 36, and 14 Canadians. Detroit sucks and Montreal's good at covering. Give me them Canadians.
Fucking Canadian.
Mark Wahlberg.
All right, so here's what happens. Detroit loses tonight and wins tomorrow. Give me Detroit.
For the next 20 minutes, you will sit in silence while I tell you why the Detroit Red Wings are the greatest franchise in the history of professional sports on September 25, 19...
You're lucky you're talking about history there, Cox. Otherwise, I'd have to argue with you. But it's arguable.
What would that, Bill? Derek Lalonde is still the head coach of the Red Wings. Okay.
Fucking Canadian.
All right, and Matty Icing.
Yeah, the Red Wings probably will win, but I don't think they cover.
Fucking Canadian.
The only guy not a Wings fan is the only one to pick them. Mark on his own.
What a loser.
Man, you were one pathetic loser. All right. 36-40-4 Ottawa Senators taking on the 47-18-15 Boston Bruins. Bruins favored by 1.5. This is a struggle. I hate Ottawa. Not that I really like their drop. And of course, the Boston drop's a fucking classic. But they let me down last week. I want to say they might have let me down the week before that. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because I'm going to pick you a third time. Give me the Bruins.
Your cousin from Boston.
It's Mark Wahlberg.
All right, so both teams are playing tonight. Both teams are currently losing. So it comes down to which drop I like better. Give me Boston.
Your cousin from Boston.
Luke Birch.
For no other reason than I'd like to see the city of Ottawa nuked.
Your cousin from Boston.
And Matty Icing.
Give me my cousin from Boston since I didn't last week.
Your cousin from Boston.
Yeah, you're the only one that didn't pick him, and it paid off for you. So hopefully this one pays off for you, I guess, because we all went with Boston. I don't know what to do. Next game, 46-24-10 Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the 51-24-6 Florida Panthers. Panthers favored by 1.5. I feel like Luke's going to pick Florida. That doesn't work out well usually. You know, anything he picks in a Toronto game, it goes opposite. It hurts me to do this, but I guess I'll fucking roll the dice with Toronto. Fuck, I forgot Kanye West was in that drop. Oh, I feel extra dirty. Mark Wahlberg.
Not a fan of his music, big fan of his politics. Who did you say was favored?
Florida is.
Florida 1.5?
Yep, at home.
Yeah, give me the Ice Kitties.
You rat bastard.
Luke Birch. No! Did this shit on purpose. Matty Icing.
I'm taking the Panthers.
You rat bastard.
Luke, you're supposed to keep Matt down, not push me down further. 3 games left. 33-34-13. Seattle Kraken taking on the 50-24-6 Winnipeg Jets. Jets favored by 1.5. It's looking like trouble in the skies.
And then moments later.
Smart Wahlberg.
You know I want to see the plane crash one more time.
And then moments later.
Luke better be careful with what he chooses here.
Yep.
It worked for Smart last week.
Release the Kraken.
Matty's going to side with him, probably. Watch. Matty, I think.
Yeah, I'll take the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
All right. Next game. 37-38-5 Calgary Flames taking on the 49-22-9 Vancouver Canucks. Canucks favored by 1.5. Fuck Calgary. Flame off. Give me Vancouver.
That's it. Why don't you Canucks go back where you came from?
I mean, it's in Vancouver. What more do you want? It's Mark Wahlberg.
Gonna go with Calgary.
Come on, blame on!
All right. Luke Birch.
That's it. Why don't you Canucks go back where you came from?
And Matty icing.
Who'd you say was favored?
The Canucks.
I'll take the Flamers.
Come on, blame on!
Hey, I think this is the same thing that happened last week. Let me refer. Yep, me and Luke went with San Jose. You two went with Calgary. This time it's me and Luke with Vancouver, and you with Calgary. I hope it plays out the same way it did last week. Y'all just like to hear Johnny Blaze say fucking flame on, huh? All right, last game. We got the 23-52-5 Chicago Blackhawks taking on the 44-28-8 Las Vegas Golden Knights. Knights favored by 1.5. 2 drops that didn't get to use last week as far as the game goes. And since it's probably the last chance to see this drop, and I don't know, I don't trust Las Vegas fully for some reason. Give me the Chicago Blackhawks.
Walk your eyes, Chicago!
It's Mark Wahlberg.
What is sure to be a preview of the Western Conference Finals next year. It's going to be my last opportunity to pick Blackhawks' great young team, so I don't think I'm going to be able to pick against the great young team. Give me the Blackhawks this time.
Walk your eyes, Chicago!
Great young team.
All right. Luke Birch.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
Matty icing.
Yeah, I'll take the Knights.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
'Tis but a scratch. What y'all are going to say next week when you lose to Las Vegas? Or Chicago covers, whatever. You don't get the point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that was quick and painless. NHL in the books.
Now on to the WNBA draft.
Oh,
Hell
right.
yeah.
No,
Is that where the
game,
women's
so.
team name comes from?
The more
Just hearing
men's.
the words WNBA makes me feel more tired.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about Caitlin Clark's a star.
Drafted
That's
number 1
right.
overall tonight.
Did you hear that the fucking women's national championship game actually pulled in more ratings than the men's national championship game? By like 4 million. The women's drew like 18.5 and the men's drew like 14.5.
It's a lot harder to jerk off than the men's championship game, but not impossible. Let me
I
tell
don't
you.
know, man. All these fucking trans motherfuckers out here. It would seem like it'd be easy to jerk off to both.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Matty Ison's got a game. Why don't you break it down?
The awkward silence after that was amazing.
Well, I mean, I took a drink, so that added to the silence. I would have moved on quicker. I knew there was nowhere left to go.
All right, after some boredom scrolling, I came across on Twitter the 33rd team, and they put down every team's last quarterback to throw 30-plus touchdowns. So I have all
Is
32.
this in a single season?
It is in a season, yes.
Okay.
So
Well-
last season, 4 quarterback and each team that threw at least 30 touchdowns.
Okay.
So the first one up is the Arizona Cardinals.
Was it Kyler?
That is
Carson Palmer.
incorrect. Carson Palmer is correct.
Ah. My next guess would have been fucking, thank you, Jesus. Kurt. Why the hell can't I think of his last name?
Warner.
Kurt Warner, that's it.
And that was in 2015. Next up is the Atlanta Falcons.
Michael Vick.
That is
No,
incorrect.
it was Matty Ice.
Matt
Matt
Ryan's
Yes.
MVP year.
Matt Ryan, 2018.
Chris
I just-
Not the MVP year.
I had to say Michael Vick because you said the Falcons. So
And speaking of Michael Vick, Rest in peace, O.J. Simpson.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Great American hero.
Like Matt's post, the juice has expired. The
Too
juice
less
has
to
gone
work.
bad. Oh wait, it was already bad. What's up, Dirk?
That's a
Alright,
weird. That was the very
I-
first thing I woke up to that morning. I was very confused, and I was like, "Oh, that's." It took me a second to wake up and think about it. I was like, "Ah, that's pretty clever."
Yeah, same thing. I rolled over, looked at the phone, like the juice has expired. OJ died? No way.
I wonder if he fucking confessed on his deathbed.
He had to have. There's no way you have an NDA and not confess.
Well, see, there's like this conspiracy going around that it was actually his son that killed them, and he's covering because his son was on probation for like a violent crime, and he was a fucking chef, and he was supposed to go over there and make them dinner that night. And what do chefs takes home with them? Knives. One of the dude's head was nearly flayed clean off.
Yeah, that's why it was OJ's blood that was found at the scene.
Yep, he stabbed his dad and then fucking took the blood and used it later. Dad, I need your blood for a DNA test. That's it, DNA test. Lots of it. Let's just cut this wrist here. Yeah, no,
Alright.
it's totally normal to drain it into a bucket. Stop asking questions.
Next up, we have Baltimore Ravens.
Lamar.
It was Lamar Jackson in 2019. Now we have Buffalo
Surprising
Bills.
because he's a running back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen in 2022, yes. Next up, the Carolina Panthers.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton was the last one to throw 30, and that was in 2015. Next,
MVP season.
we have Smark's hometown Chicago Bears.
Jim Harbaugh.
No.
Sid Luckman.
I said I knew you why you were doing this, and the answer is no one, and the answer is also fuck you.
Mark is correct.
The answer is
That's
Caleb
the whole
Williams.
reason Matt wanted to do this.
That's why I said veto it in the group chat. I was like, you fucking asshole, you made a game just to troll me. After you sent me a message Friday telling me I was no longer allowed to marry my cousin. What the fuck did I do to you?
Just attacking you this week.
Yes.
Matt's
He's
dropping
turned
bombs.
evil.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
thought we were friends. You were the one I liked the most. Fuck.
Yeah.
All these Detroit sports teams have me salty right now. Next up, Cincinnati Bengals.
Burrow.
2022.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Cleveland Browns.
Did Baker throw 30 in 2020?
He did not.
Bernie Kosar.
No.
Is it nobody? Like Chicago.
No, Chicago was the only one with
No.
nobody on here.
Yeah, that's why it particularly stings.
Yeah.
It was in 1980.
1980.
Before Testaverde. I mean, Testaverde was a Bengal anyway, I think. Oh, damn it. I can't remember his name. Let's see. I think I'm going to rip that page out, though. Damn it. I must have. Better, it's one of the ones I never wrote down.
Jim Brown's wife.
No, it was Brian Sipe.
Brian Sipe.
Sipe. S-I-P-E.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. All right, Dallas Cowboys.
Dak.
Dak
Romo.
Prescott. Dak Prescott was 2023. So far, this is the first person last year that we've read off that's thrown 30 plus. Then we have the Denver Broncos.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning in 2014. Next up, your Detroit Lions.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff last year. Followed by Luke's Green Bay Packers.
Aaron
Jordan
Rodgers.
Love.
Jordan Love.
Oh, Love did it too? Motherfucker.
He did do it.
Fuck the Packers. Fuck you, Luke. I hate you.
Couldn't
how
have
far
any
back-
fucking votes.
Yeah. So I wonder how far back you'd have to go to find that in Detroit before Stafford.
I got so fucking excited too because during preseason they were showing highlights and it was him throwing incomplete passes that were fucking overthrown. And I was like, oh, it's finally here, and then it wasn't finally here. When the fucking skies opened up in fucking Soldier Field, and thank God, by the way, thank God the NFL scheduling committee is fucking finally scheduling the Packers to beat somebody else in the week 1 this year.
So who they scheduled you to lose to in week 1 this year?
God only knows, probably the fucking Chiefs or something. But either way,
Right.
anyone else, I don't care.
All right, up next we have the Houston Texans.
CJ Stroud.
No.
Oh, CJ didn't. That's what I was wondering.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Cosby.
It was Deshaun Cosby Watson.
Moving very quick there. Why don't you have a seat?
Next up, the Indianapolis Colts.
Peyton. Oh, no, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck in 2018. Deshaun was 2020. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mark Brunell.
No.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles in 2015. Next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Patrick
Oh,
Mahomes.
Patrick.
Yeah. 2022 was Patrick Mahomes. Then we have the Oakland Raiders.
Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Derek Carr in 2015. Los Angeles Chargers.
Phillip Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
Oh, no. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert did it in 2021.
Oh shit, he actually did it once. Good for him.
Yep.
Your Los Angeles Rams.
Matt Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, 2021.
Stat Pafford.
Those Miami Dolphins.
Tua.
That's it, too.
Tannehill.
No, and no.
Dan Marino.
Jay Cutler?
29 years ago, Dan Marino threw. In
What?
1994.
Fucking losing 4-2. Why are you throwing an octopus on the ice?
Oh, because they're trying to amp up the team. They'll see that the crowd's behind them and it'll get them going.
They are definitely paid by the Red Wings. Whoever did
Yeah,
that.
they did the same shit against fucking Pittsburgh.
You know, we were close, and that's all that matters. I'm getting that shirt. I can't wait. All right,
We had fun, and everybody got along. There were no fights.
Minnesota Vikings. Cousins in 21. The
Why
New
are you
England
throwing
Patriots.
2 octopuses on the fucking ice?
To get them double hyped.
Because now you have
They're
cookies on
down.
the ice.
Let's say they're getting doubled up, so they need double the hype.
That's actually a pretty interesting strategy. It's just like wait until the other team is like trying to score. They're like fucking octopus banana peanuts.
Whip it at the goalie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, up next we have New England Patriots.
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Tom Brady in 2017. New Orleans Saints.
Drew Brees.
Breeze.
Breeze in 18. New York Giants.
Eli.
Eli Manning.
It was Eli in 2015. Next, we have the new uniform New York Jets.
Hmm.
Vinny Testaverde.
Brett
Nope.
Favre.
Nope.
Chad Pennington.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
It was Ryan Fitzmagic in 2015.
I guess played for so many teams, I forgot the Jets were one of them.
It's also the last one to throw 30 plus. That's kind of cool. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Eagles.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz in 17.
Yep. I knew it wasn't fucking what one they got now.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts.
Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Rapists.
Ben.
Yeah.
The I'll catch you in the bathroom stall. In 2020, Ben Roethlisberger. Followed up, we have the San Francisco 49ers.
Colin Kaepernick.
No.
The fucking
Jimmy G.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy did it last year.
Oh, I didn't think he did it last
No.
year. Hi, pretty girl. What are you doing? She came to make her weekly podcast appearance.
Hell yeah.
All right. The
And
Seattle
my-
Seahawks.
Russell Wilson.
Look at Gino.
Gino did it in
I'm gonna say
2022.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tom Brady.
That's right. He's on
Brady.
here for a second time. In 2021, he did it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
The Tennessee Titans.
Steve McNair.
No.
Ryan Tanner.
Young.
Ryan Tannehill in 2020. And last but not least, our favorite team from Washington.
oh,
I actually know this one
good. Who is it?
because this is actually somehow the only one that I remember seeing on the Twitter thing, other than the fact that the Bears didn't have one. Sonny Jurgensen.
It is Sonny Jurgensen in 1967.
Wow.
Fucking
I would have never got that one.
He's the only one in the black and white photo on this.
Mhm.
I was going to say RG3, but that was just for fun.
Yeah, I saw that graphic like a day before, or a day or two before you saw it, because I saw it. Then I saw you were like, "Hey, I have a game. It's quarterbacks that threw 30 touchdowns." It's like, how fucking dare you? I know exactly where this is going.
You fucking twat.
Listen, next year, all right. Next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, well, gee whiz, if you're out there, I guess we're ready for you.
He's been commenting in the side chat, so I assume.
He might have took one of those inopportune cigarette breaks. He was outside smoking and watching the YouTube videos about door hinges being installed and
Pack of facts.
come back in. Ah, there he is. Yeah. Torching some
Oh
fags.
shit! Hold on, I got to turn the show off.
All right, well, Matty Icing, appreciate the game and the busting the balls of Mark Wahlberg.
Of course.
By the way, fuck you guys. I was killing it in the chat and getting nothing.
I wasn't even looking at the screen most of the time. My bad. I usually pay attention to it pretty good, but I was staring down a lot.
Let me take a look. Brian Greasy, Brian Greasy, Brian Greasy, Brian Greasy, Brian Greasy.
Called Coy.
Andre Ware was in there somewhere.
Bob Greasy.
Bob Greasy.
Holy
Matt,
fuck. Alex DeBrinker actually remembered where the fucking goal was.
No way.
Fucking been a
Those-
while.
It was those octopuses. Those octopi. Octopi, open up the third eye.
Octopi Wall Street. Oh wait, no, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Well, if it
Octopi
makes you feel any
Washington.
better, that one got me.
All right, Matt. Appreciate you coming on. We'll talk to you next week.
See y'all next week.
Later.
Bye, man.
All
Away
right.
goes Maddie.
Oh, Smart changed his name to Flirt Warner. Was that before or after? I couldn't remember Kurt Warner's name.
It was after.
Oh, okay, I couldn't remember. All right. Yeah, Wiz is actually still awake this week, so we can do a UFC recap.
Yeah, I thought that our UFC picks last week went like a dream. Anyway,
that's what old people do. They fall asleep.
let's do a recap here.
Yeah, well, that's what old people do. They fall asleep.
Yeah, we got it the first time there.
Yeah, well, that's what old people do. They fall asleep.
It was absolutely the right call to play that third time. I was hoping you were going to do it, and you didn't.
Geez, I dozed off there. What'd you play just a second ago there, Luke?
Don't tempt him; he'll do it again.
UFC
Oh.
300 happened. It
What a
featured
Indeed it did.
fucking card.
probably the fight of the year. and a couple of really nice knockouts. But let's start at the bottom of the page where everything is terrible. Jessica Andrade versus.
Speaking of total knockout, huh?
Oh my goodness, yes. Boy, it hit that.
Arby's.
As you
With a
referred to
goddamn
her as in the group chats, that
2x4 to keep
sex
her
kitten,
away.
Jessica Andrade.
Arby's, we've got the
The
meat.
sex
Sponsor
kitten. Pretty nice tits. Okay, vagina. All right. Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez in the battle of who would I run from faster. We all went with Andrade, and Andrade picked up the unanimous decision victory. That's 1-0 for everybody.
Take that, Rodriguez.
Yep.
Up next, we had 98-year-old Holly Holm against Kayla Harrison, who just came over from PFL. That's pretty cool that she waited to come over until Amanda Nunes retired, even though that was the dream fight everyone wanted for like 6 years. But hey, whatever. Well, welcome to the show, Kayla. She picks up a round 2 rear naked choke finish over Holly Holm's grandmother.
The
ghost of Holly Holmes.
I'm just impressed that Kayla Harrison actually made weight.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, she's like kind of cute with her hair down, but she is a larger lady.
Not always a bad thing.
Well, she's fucking ripped.
No,
she had like
it
fucking
works.
back muscles on top of back muscles. This shit was crazy. Like it was funny because Joe Rogan on commentary like got a little bit of a boner going, but he had to like hurry up and mask it. Because like, look at those back muscles.
She makes it work.
She looks like
the only thing that would ruin it is if you were down there and you realize there's actually a penis.
As long as it's not bigger.
As long as I have to feel insecure and gay.
Goddamn millennials.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
All right, moving on to Charles Oliveira versus Arman Saruki, and the winner of this match moves on to face Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. Of course, I picked Oliveira because he's my guy. Everyone else went with Arman Sarukian, and everyone else picked up a split decision win.
How did you score this?
I didn't watch it.
Oh.
By not watching it. There was during the fight, they showed a graphic that there was a guy who put $15K on Oliveira, either winning by TKO or just plain knockout or DQ. And he is not seeing that money again.
Nope. Guarantee he's got plenty more of it to see if he's putting 15,000 on a fucking fight.
Or maybe not. Maybe that was his whole nut. He was hoping to double it up, and now he's like getting a divorce.
Yeah, and an
I have no qualms in saying that even though it was tight, I screwed this shit for Oliveira.
I believe you, and he's a beast. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Actually,
You're
pretty great.
not a judge, so your opinion doesn't matter, Luke.
Wow, I mean, he's on a podcast that discusses this shit, but okay.
I know, I'm just being a dick because I picked against Charlie Olives. That's why I said that.
I did not. I never do. Well, everyone else did. Everyone else picked up a win.
Well, he had a close finish, like in the end of the first round. I think at the end of the third round.
Well, it's not horseshoes or hand grenades, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was rooting against him too. I straight up said I don't believe in the man when we were picking him.
You literally did say that.
He was.
This next one hurts my soul. All right. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. I was hanging out at Mojo's house, and he was like, look at this knockout. And it was Holloway just knocking the fuck out of Justin Gaethje, sending him into the shadow realm. Hence, on the screen right now.
I better never hear anyone fucking call Max Holloway pillow-fisted again. He didn't even fucking need this knockout. He was up on the cards. Yeah, he stood in the fucking middle.
And
he stood in the fucking middle with prime Justin Gaethje and slept the fucker.
With 1 second left in the final round of the fight.
He pointed to where he
1
wanted him to
second.
stand. He obliged, and then he knocked him out.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Could you just stand right there, please?
Yeah, he fucking taunted him. Come here, and he went right there and got knocked the fuck out. So Mojo makes me watch that, and he goes, yeah, man, who'd you have? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I picked Holloway. When I got home, I'm holding up to the screen right now. I remembered I changed my mind, scribbled it out, and wrote down Gaethje. God,
Oops.
damn it. Yep. Luke chose Holloway. Everyone else went Gaethje, including the experts. Good job, us.
Yeah. I didn't want to pick unanimous
just-
with Vegas.
I'm just more impressed that he didn't even need that knockout. He was winning 4 rounds to 1.
He was like, let's just fucking throw down. Let's fucking do this. Let's wrap this thing up with a bow. Moving on to the women's strawweight title match. Weili Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan. We all went with Weili. Weili picked up a unanimous decision victory.
Fucking Jason Herzog's finest hour.
So Luke is currently gone 5-0. Moving on to our main event.
At the end of the first round,
Fuck that guy.
Weili had Yan in a choke, and Yan was out cold for about 5 seconds, and Jason Herzog just stood there watching.
They definitely need to work out that referee nonsense. They've got some awful ones. But before they do that, let's go ahead and work on the judges. And before they do that, let's go ahead and work on those gloves. You know, there's problems in the UFC.
Speaking of problem, I'm glad we didn't pick On the Air, because this was the worst fucking card for my system in terms of female fights. My goodness.
I mean, how could you even apply the system to this?
It was basically like fucking Rodriguez and then fucking Bobby Green and then Jessica Andrews. It's just like, yeah, it's like if you can't get hot, you can get ruggedly handsome.
I mean, I like Weili Zhang, but only with their hair down and some nice clothes on. All right, here's the main event. Did Luke go 6-0 or not? We got Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill making his return after he ruptured his Achilles and had to give up the title. For the light heavyweight title, here it was. We all went Pereira except for Cheese. God damn it, Luke went 6-0 this week, you son of a bitch.
Basically the second time on the night that someone got slept.
So Pereira got kicked in the balls, held the referee off, who was trying to step in to give him some time, and then knocked Jamal Hill out with a huge left hand, and then fucking jumped on him and just punched him in the face a bunch of times. It was great. It's like, nah, my balls are fine. Get away. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. It was fucking intense, dude.
Motherfucker kicked me in the balls. This is for my left one. I think he popped it.
So fucking Luke goes 6-0 this week, followed by a Smark Wahlberg. I can pronounce that at 5-1, and me and Cheese went 4-2.
Yay!
Damn you, Birch. But yeah, 2 cool knockouts.
Well, at least there was that. At
He
least
got
2 of
kicked
us
in the
watched
balls. He got kicked in the balls. Here comes the referee to be like, okay, fucking take your time. He fucking holds an arm out like, no, I got this. And just boom, dude! You have to watch the replay. It's.
I was just gonna say
incredible.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
It's fucking great. It's like my balls are fine, but this guy ain't.
He lied to me. He did. I say he did.
I like the
Breaking
videos that
news.
you were using on the hockey games,
Yeah.
but for Calgary, it should be I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Which one's that from?
ACW.
Oh,
Lance
okay.
Storm in
Oh,
ECW.
Lance Storm. Yeah, Mr.
Yep.
Personality himself.
I'm from
Breaking
Calgary,
news.
Alberta, Canada.
Breaking news. Justin Gaethje is just about now regaining consciousness.
Is that breaking news? I wasn't watching. Damn it. Let me go get my phone. It's I don't know that I've ever seen him ever knocked out. And he was like all the way knocked out, like laying on his face and just dozing, dude. Dozing. They rolled him over and he was still just dozing. Oh my God. He was knocked out. Like all the way.
Just
it wasn't a
melatonin.
stoppage or any of that. It was a total nappy by time. It was time ago 9-9. Okay.
It was a tits KO.
Just saying, exactly. He was fucking all the way out, and he's one of the baddest motherfuckers too. And his head's hard as a rock, chin of steel, and to just go down like that, man, God, he was sleeping harder than me.
Yeah, Gaethje sleeps harder than me. I see it.
Yes.
Oh, the wings tied up.
Yeah, Raymond.
Nobody cares. Actually, I bet there are some people who care.
Those octopi helped, see?
Mm-hmm.
You were complaining about it.
Slippery.
Now, if they don't throw another one out, we're not going to win in overtime. We're just going to get that 1 point. And keep the fucking drama rolling for some stupid reason.
Fucking keep pelting the goalie with the
Knock Wallman. Yeah, I fucked your name up. You know what? Fuck you, motherfucker. All right.
Smack.
I mean,
That's what I would call
okay.
him. Smack Wahlberg.
We'll
I think I always call him Smack because Mark Wahlberg. Mac Wahlberg. He's from Boston.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Let's see if the Predators did anything, or if Pittsburgh's still beating their ass. No, Pittsburgh's still up by 2. Not looking good. Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat? Did you catch all the drops from last week too before you fell asleep, Wiz?
No, I didn't.
The one for Nashville is pretty fucking funny. It's Chris Hansen.
Dude, I literally woke up at like 1 a.m. I'm like, oh my fucking God, what the hell just happened here? And then I was like, yep, I got messages on my phone.
Moving pretty quick there. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Okay. At the stool.
Okay.
Moving pretty quick there.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
Those are our 2 favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I know Wiz probably didn't care much for the Avalanche one because he's fucking.
Awful nice of Burbs to do that for you. That was cool of him.
Told you he was going to do a song for us.
Hey, man. Fuck, what a good dude.
You need to get that kid in the studio.
Yeah, I don't. You're right.
So Wiz is jealous of his flow.
The
kid's fired. I'm not.
The kid rolls.
Yeah, he's
Wiz can't even feign the entertainment. It's like, no, fuck that kid.
But massive shout out to.
He spits that hot fire.
Dylan.
Massive shout out to Dirk.
Fuck Dirk.
To North.
Wouldn't be the first time.
MKI.
MKI for showing up.
Yeah.
For the
Fuck
first
all y'all. What the
time.
hell you been doing here? If you weren't listening to these fuckers, wouldn't make me keep doing this, you assholes. Get the fuck
Bobby
out of here.
Anthem. Much love.
Hi, Bobby. I guess you're cool.
Yeah, I say you ain't gonna say nothing bad about Bobby. I know that. Shout out to Craig too. He's probably out there listening.
Bobby, send me some tracks, man. Send me some
Or-
tracks.
Craig might be asleep
Tired
too.
of
who
working
knows?
with these white folks, but with their fucking acoustic guitars and shit. Give me some tracks, Bobby. Goddamn.
It'd be amazing if he just sent you like a full fucking audio version of him just a cappella covering Your Body is a Wonderland by like fucking John Mayer.
Smart guy. I don't like your ideas today. Hey, Bobby, hit me up, man.
Dirk, quick question. What am I doing here? Because you're always here, Dirk.
Speaking of Dirk, you
We
can
appreciate your support.
check
Because
him out every
Monster is
weekend
at the
doing-
dentist at the moment.
You can check him out every weekend doing his podcast with Mojo.
Yeah. I got 2 podcasts. I think I got 80 is Metal and
Yeah,
Mojo Show.
I don't know what they're called anymore. They change the name every 2 or 3 weeks to keep everyone on their toes.
What? Dirk's involved in something changing the name every 2 weeks? That's crazy. I don't believe that.
No, seriously, hear me out.
I don't know that I will, sir.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I think
It's a-
everybody in the chat's heard us out, so guess it's time to split. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Come back next week.
Chinaman.